everybody. So I'm really excited to be back. I'm back from my trip, and I had thought about doing some videos while I was gone, but the internet connection was so bad during my trip that I could barely blog. I barely got one post up. It was hard to even check my Facebook sometimes. And it was kind of shocking, really, because there were big chains, and the Wi-Fi was so bad at the Courtyard and at the Country Inn and Suites. Really, really bad. So I don't know what is going on, but that was disappointing. So I'm sorry it's been a week since I posted, but I definitely had a great trip. It was really great work-wise, and it was really great to be out and have a little bit of vacation for a couple of days. And this is going to be a little bit of a different video that I am not reviewing something, but I just thought it would be fun since I just had this little vacation by myself, that it would be a good chance to share with you some of my tips for traveling alone and how you can make it fun. And because many people are single like me, and I don't think that you should feel like you can't travel and take the opportunities that come your way. I love traveling with people. I love traveling with friends, and that has some great advantages, but there's some advantages to traveling alone as well. Whether you're single or not, sometimes you're in a situation. My friend Adrienne was able to go on a trip to Europe with her husband. Her husband was working, and so she was able to spend most of the days by herself, seeing all the sights, and then spend the evenings with him. So that's sort of another variation of the solo traveling that might be something that married people might experience. So, or in a companionship, or with friends. You know, you might not always be with other people, even if you're technically traveling with other people. So anyway, I think that some of the advantages of traveling with yourself is that you can do whatever you want. That's the big advantage. You can, if you like a particular restaurant and you want to go there every day for breakfast, you can go there every day for breakfast. You don't have to, there are other people who might be like, oh, I don't really like this spot, or I'm bored with it, I want to go somewhere else. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want. If you want to spend the whole day at art museums, you can spend the whole day at art museums. Maybe your husband or companion, maybe they don't like spending the whole day at the art museum, but you're by yourself, so it doesn't matter. So there really are some good advantages. One of the big advantages for me is that I'm slow. I'm a hard person to travel with because I am slow. I have plantar fasciitis in my feet. And so it's hard for me to stand for long periods of time, and it's hard for me to walk long distances. That's why I love to swim. And so I'm slow, but I enjoy it. I'm happy, but I'm not happy when I feel like I'm holding people back and I feel guilty. And so when I'm traveling by myself, it's really nice. I can just stop and rest as much as I want. I can take it in, I can absorb it, and I don't have to feel like I'm holding people back. Some tips as far as, I think, making the experience a fun experience is, I say, look for opportunities to be with other people and to make friends. I wouldn't want to spend the whole vacation completely by myself. So look, I went on a food tour of Georgia, a food tour of Atlanta, Peachtree Tours it's called. And I had a great time, and I got to know two other people that were on the tour, plus the tour guide, and they were all singles. None of them brought their companions. And so it was really fun. Like, I got to meet some new people, and I got to talk, and we got to taste all this delicious food and have a great kind of experience together, meeting new people. Because it is true that your perspective is only going to tell you so much, but when you're with other people, you can hear their perspective. And so I would definitely encourage you to find time in wherever you go to be with other people, like on a tour or on a guided experience of some kind. And I just think that is an important part of just having the full experience of wherever you're going. My other tip would be to ask to sit at the bar. I know that sounds weird. I'm Mormon. I don't drink. But it can be less awkward if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel self-conscious about sitting at a table all by yourself. At the bar, you don't have to drink, and you can eat your meal, and you can look at the bar, or you can look at the other people. It's just a solitary experience. So to me, it can be more comfortable if I'm dining alone. Plus, you usually get seated a lot faster, and they don't care if you don't order alcohol. And if you ask for recommendations from people, especially other solo residents, diners, like at that food tour, ask around, what do people like? That you can find places that will treat you with respect. Sometimes it can be hard as a single when you're dining out because they're a little bit, they don't give you the service that you sometimes need because you're only one person, you're only one tip. And so it can be sometimes hard to get the same service from your waiter. But if you ask around, you find places that people really recommend, then you will usually get that good service. So that's something I would definitely ask around. I would look, there's different guides, online guides for solo dining in different cities. And, that can make your experience more comfortable if you're in a place that is known for having good service for singles. And I would try to just enjoy it. Enjoy the time, enjoy the contemplation, enjoy time thinking of your life. And I went to the Martin Luther King Center, which was amazing, the historic sites. And it was really a great moment for me to contemplate his experiences and the things that he taught, and to really have that time of introspection for myself. So that's something I would definitely encourage you to do, not in a depressing way, not in a, I'm going to feel really horrible during this vacation because I'm, just thinking about my life. Especially don't think about the fact that you're single. Vacation, you shouldn't be feeling sad that you're single, but just think about your life and the relationships you do have and how you can make them better, and the world and how you could make the world better, and just use it as an opportunity to kind of reflect. And I think that will be a positive experience, which you might not have if you're traveling with other people because of the busyness and the conversation with the other people. So I'd encourage you to, to bring a journal, or to find some way to journal, whether you're a blogger like me, or you just have a paper journal. I love having a notebook when I travel, write down some of my thoughts. I would also encourage you to have like a real camera and work on your photography. Try to improve, or find something about the experience that you can actually like learn from and become a better person. And as opposed to just posting on Instagram, just posting on social media. As much as I love my social media, I do. But I don't know, I just think like working on sort of a craft and feeling like at the end of this experience, not only did I introspectively become a better person, but I worked on some skills. And, I took an art class, I took a cooking class, I did something that actually, made me a better person. And I love, there's a talk that somebody in my faith gives where he talks about how he didn't get married till he was, I think, 35. How he used to tell people, well, I'm single and I'm learning Spanish in my car. And the idea is that, that he had other parts of his life that he was trying to improve and doing better. And, so it's sort of this thing of like, yep, that's one part of my life, but look, I'm also doing this other thing. And so, whether it's, I took a pottery class, whatever it is about where you're going, like, learn something, become better. And I think that's harder to do sometimes with other people because you have different interests and different skills and different tastes and different skill sets. So it can be harder to find something that you both want to do. So by yourself, you can do what you want to do. Again, going back to the first benefit. I'm also very safe when I travel. I'm very careful to make sure that I'm in touristy regions, that I'm not doing anything that I'm just careful with that in my own life. So, if it's a security concern as far as being a woman and traveling, I think that, you can do things that will help you feel more secure and safe. So I would really be interested if any of you have had experiences with solo travel. If you can put in the comment sections things that you've learned and things that you've done that have helped you to have a positive experience. Positive experience in my life. It's been very empowering. It's made me feel like I'm comfortable in my own skin and I don't need anybody else to help me to be happy. Thanks so much, and thanks so much to Atlanta for a great trip. I really had a blast. So please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you later.